Governments around the world spend billions to build the world's most advanced aircraft carriers. With enough firepower to defeat a small country, these carriers are truly in a league of their own. Charles de Gaulle. Named after the famed French general Charles de Gaulle, the only aircraft carrier in the French naval fleet is the first surface vessel that the country has produced that's nuclear-powered, and is the only nuclear carrier in the world outside of the US. After initially being launched in 1994, it would be another 7 years until it fully entered service, and is now expected to have a lifespan of at least 50 years. As it's nuclear-powered, there's no limit to the distance it can travel before refueling, but at any one time it only holds around 45 days' worth of supplies for the crew. At 858 feet long and weighing up to 47,000 tons, the carrier has a top speed of 31 miles per hour. There's room on board for a 2,000-strong crew, as well as 500 commandos and 800 tons of ammunition, and the flight deck can support the transport and operation of up to 40 aircraft. It's the only non-US carrier to have a catapult launch system, which means it's able to use jets that no other country other than America can, giving it an important strategic advantage. The Charles de Gaulle is defended by 4 8-cell surface-to-air missile launchers, 2 6-cell short-range missile launchers, and 8 20mm cannons, and its operations center has the use of a series of air and long-range radars, as well as a countermeasures suite and a decoy launcher. It's no wonder that it's the flagship of the French Navy, and is a fearsome vessel for any enemy. Number 9. Cavour. As only the second aircraft carrier in the Italian naval fleet, Cavour is the flagship, and takes a central role in most campaigns. It was launched in 2004 before entering service in 2009, and was purposefully designed to be more maneuverable than larger carrier designs. It's 800 feet long and has a maximum weight of 30,000 tons, and with 6 diesel generators and 4 gas turbines, it's able to cruise at a top speed of 33 miles per hour. It has a maximum range of 7,000 miles and is able to carry up to 1,200 crew and 30 aircraft. The hangar of the carrier was built to be dual-use though, and instead of carrying jets, it can instead transport battle tanks or lighter vehicles, and means it can assist with humanitarian missions, such as the aftermath of the earthquake in Haiti in 2010, when it delivered supplies, as well as taking part in military campaigns. The ship has 4 Silver missile launchers, 2 Automalara guns, 3 anti-aircraft guns, and 2 decoy launching systems. It's also equipped with the latest in electronic warfare systems, along with multi-function radars, mine avoidance sonar, a silent acquisition and surveillance system, and a fire direction radar. Number 8. Juan Carlos I. Named after the former king of Spain, the $500 million Juan Carlos I is an amphibious assault ship aircraft carrier that entered service in the Spanish Navy in 2010. It's 757 feet long, weighs in excess of 26,000 tons, and has a top speed of 24 miles per hour with a maximum range of 9,000 miles. The ship can accommodate approximately 1,400 people on board at a time, and its hangar has a capacity for 25 aircraft. It has 4 20mm guns, 3 missile launchers, and 4 12.7mm machine guns, and is equipped with a Lanza-N air search system, an Ares surface search system, and a PAR aircraft landing system. It has several electronic warfare units and decoy launchers, which in theory means that due to its smaller size in comparison with other carriers, the Juan Carlos I and its accompanying ships should be able to get further into enemy waters before being detected. The ship has also been used as proof of concept by the company that built it, and there's interest from navies around the world to add new carriers based on its design to their own fleets. They offer limited capacities in comparison to the largest aircraft carriers that the US Navy has, but come at a fraction of the cost, so are more feasible on restricted budgets. Number 7. USS America. The USS America entered service in 2014 for the US Navy, and is an amphibious assault ship that acts as the flagship for Quick Reaction Forces, where it provides support for Marines with Osprey aircraft, F-35Bs, and helicopter gunships. It's 844 feet long, weighs just under 45,000 tons, and is powered by 2 marine gas turbines that give it a top speed of 25 miles per hour. It can carry up to 2,500 crew, half of which are Marines, and can carry up to 22 aircraft to function as a small carrier. As a vessel that's designed to lead the charge into enemy waters, it has a comprehensive defensive package that includes 2 rolling airframe missile launchers, 2 Evolved Sea Sparrow missile launchers, 2 Phalanx close-in weapon system guns, 2 25mm Bushmaster machine gun systems, and 7 twin 50 caliber machine guns. It also has 2 decoy launchers, electronic warfare systems, and the latest sensor packages such as a 2D and 3D air search radar, an air traffic control radar, and a ship self-defense system. While the USS America may be relatively small in comparison to other carrier designs used by the Navy, it's actually a similar size to the carriers used by many other countries, so it can be used on similar missions alongside them as well. Its design is, however, not seen as redundant with so much focus on larger vessels, so only one other ship like it is being built, and they'll remain the only two in their class. Number 6. Sao Paulo. The NAE Sao Paulo is the only aircraft carrier in the Brazilian Navy, but it began life in service for the French Navy. Originally built in 1963, it was transferred to Brazil in 2000, and after undergoing extensive upgrades, became the flagship of their fleet. Because of its age, the carrier went on to suffer a series of problems that resulted in it being taken out of service, and there's currently a debate as to whether it will ever sail again, or whether it'll instead be turned into a museum. This doesn't detract from the fact that it has been the most advanced aircraft carrier in operation by any of the countries in South America, and it added vital options to the Brazilian Navy with the ability to transport 22 jets and 17 helicopters. The refit, when it was acquired by Brazil, saw it being installed with 4 100mm turrets, 2 anti-air missile launchers, 5 12.7mm machine guns, and 4 dual Simbad launchers, as well as a suite of various radar systems and decoy launchers. Number 5. Chakri Naruebet. Based on the design of the Spanish Príncipe de Asturias class of ships, the Chakri Naruebet is Thailand's first and only aircraft carrier. It's also the smallest operational carrier in the world, but don't let this size fool you. It entered service in 1997, and since then has been a vital asset in assisting with humanitarian disasters in the region, such as the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004, and despite being in operation for more than 23 years, has yet to be deployed on a military mission. This has led some to call it nothing more than a glorified yacht, but it would be certainly able to hold its own if it was ever needed to. It's just under 600 feet long, has a top speed of 29 miles per hour, and has a range of 10,000 nautical miles before needing to refuel. It can carry a crew complement of up to 600 people, has hangar space for just 10 aircraft, and has 2 50 caliber machine guns and 3 surface-to-air missile launchers. It also has 2 decoy launchers, and a towed decoy that's pulled along in the water behind it, an air search radar, and 2 navigational radars as well. Number 4. JS Izumo. The Japanese Navy has for a long time avoided building up its military hardware and hasn't had an aircraft carrier since the Second World War, but that's about to change with the JS Izumo, which is being converted from a helicopter carrier into a light aircraft carrier. It's 813 feet long and weighs 27,000 tons, and when the refit is complete, it'll be able to carry 28 aircraft. The 4 gas turbines generate enough power for it to travel at a top speed of 35 miles per hour, and there's room on board for 970 crew and troops. To provide defense, the Izumo is equipped with 3 Phalanx close-in weapon system guns and 2 CRAM close-in weapon system guns, and it's further protected by an anti-torpedo mobile decoy, a floating acoustic jammer, and an off-board chaff and decoy launching system. If the Izumo proves to be a success, it could be just the first in a series of small carriers that will be taken on by the Japanese Navy, mainly in response to escalating tensions in the region amidst perceived threats from North Korea and China. Number 3. TCG Anadolu. The Turkish Navy's TGC Anadolu is normally an amphibious assault ship, but when needed it can be used as a light aircraft carrier. Construction began in 2016, and while it launched in late 2019, it's yet to enter active service, something that's expected to happen by the end of 2020. It's 761 feet long, weighs 25,000 tons, and with 5 main diesel generators, it has a top speed of 24 miles per hour. It has a range of around 9,000 miles, which will be plenty to patrol the waters around the country's coast. The vessel can carry up to 16 aircraft and is equipped with 5 25mm guns, 2 Phalanx close-in weapon system guns, and a rolling airframe missile launcher. It has the latest sensory packages on board, including a torpedo defense system, a Genesis Advent combat management system, and a 720 Naval Precision Approach radar, and can carry a fleet of landing craft instead of aircraft depending on the requirements of the missions at hand. It by no means is going to be the most powerful aircraft carrier at sea, but it's nimble and adaptable, which is exactly what the Turkish Navy needs right now. Number 2. The HMS Prince of Wales. The British Navy has replaced its aging aircraft carriers and now only has 2. The HMS Prince of Wales is in the same class as the HMS Queen Elizabeth, but has been configured slightly differently so each ship can perform complementary roles. It entered service in 2019 after 11 years of construction, but is only expected to complete sea trials and take on combat roles from 2023. It's 920 feet long, with a weight of 72,000 tons, and has a crew capacity of 1,600 people, with room for more than 65 aircraft, which will usually be a mixture of F-35 Lightning IIs and Chinook helicopters. To defend itself against aerial assaults, it has 3 Phalanx close-in weapon system guns, and to counter small